Today we are going full circle on the Glasgow Subway, so let's start the show. The Glasgow Subway is known as the Clockwork Orange. If you have a look at the map just behind me there, you will see why. It's circular. There are two lines, an inner and an outer. So it's basically two rings. One goes one way and one goes the other. So not only did we want to see the new trains that were introduced to the subway last year, but we also thought, how long would it take to travel the entire circle, and would it be quicker going one way or the other? We are at St Enoch station. So before we started this, we flipped a coin to see who was going to take the outer and who was going to take the inner. So I got the outer. So Paul will take the inner line and I will take the outer line, and we will both meet up back here at St Enoch when we are finished. Now there is just one rule here. To make it fair, the stopwatch will start
once
we get on the train. Okay, Paul, so the first thing we have to do is to get a ticket, and we just need a single each. Right, we can't use this one then, because we need a ticket, not a smart card. Right, so we want a ticket here. Yep. Single. 2. Press here to buy. Oh, you're getting it. Thanks, Paul. Just tap on there.
Where need to insert?
Oh, it's flashing now. I think you can do it now.
Where?
It was flashing. Well, this is great. It doesn't even work. Okay, try it that way. Remove card.
So has it gone through?
Let me try.
Has it even worked?
This one.
Should I just get it from a presser?
I tell you what, there's always another option. It's £3.70. Let's use cash instead. Well, this is a great start, isn't it, Paul? It might take longer to get the tickets than it takes to actually travel. Let's try a 10p first of all.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Let's try this one instead.
Is it on?
Right, single, return or all day. Single. 1, 2. Press here to buy. Now try.
Because that bit wasn't going.
Yeah. And you want a receipt as well.
Because that option wasn't even there.
Right, so this is what the tickets look like. One for you and one for me. Now, when we're travelling through, one side is inner and one side is outer. The next outer train arrives in 1 minute for me. I might make it. So, although I do want to have a look at the train, so I actually might wait for the next one. So you're going on the inner, off you go, Paul.
Yeah, I think that mine arrived.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
For the inner, yeah, and I will wait for the next one because I do want to see the train coming in. Okay, and we'll start the stopwatch as soon as we are on board. So you just tap like this and go through. And we've got the escalator here. The train's actually there, but I would like to see it leave, so we'll just let this one go. The next one is in 6 minutes.
So I am tapping this, the gate opens, and I am going to be starting from this point, and these are the stops. Going from Buchanan Street all the way down to Partick and beyond. So my stopwatch is at 0. I wonder whether Marcus got on board or not.
Oh look, there's Paul.
So I reckon that we will take the same amount of time. I think like about 25 minutes or so. But yeah, we should be taking the same amount of time. It just depends on how quickly one of the trains gets here. So mine gets here like in 2 minutes. I think Marcus's is a bit longer, but mine is 2 minutes away. 1 minute now. So I think I need to put on my timer soon.
It's 3 minutes until my train arrives. Paul's will probably get here a little bit sooner. I can feel a draft that sounds as though and feels as though Paul's train is on its way. So there he is.
And I am gonna press start now. I don't think I have taken this before, so yeah. Let's see how this goes.
Next stop, Buchanan Street.
My train is approaching. The stopwatch will start as soon as it departs. So as you can see, they are walk-through trains. They're very, very small, quite tiny, so you can walk the whole way, the whole length, from one side to the other. Oh, I better start my stopwatch. There we go. So here we are at St Enoch, and I'm going on the outer, so Bridge Street will be next for me. Paul's going on the inner, Buchanan Street will be next for him, and we're going to meet back up at St Enoch.
Next station should be next station St Enoch. Next station Agnes.
So far, it has taken me 10 minutes 53 seconds, and we are at Kelvin Hall next. So I have to go back to St Enoch, and it says that it should take approximately 12 minutes from this point. I think that the train has emptied out a bit.
So we're at Govan, and there seems to have been some sort of delay. The driver walked through the train, and funnily enough, he did the same. The driver on the other train, on the other platform, did the same thing. Now the next stop after this is Partick, and if everything goes according to plan, that's the halfway point. So Paul should be on the train at the same time there if we are running to time.
I think that the reason we are here longer is because this is an interchange for the railway, so I think maybe that's why this is taking longer at this particular stop as well. Next stop is Govan.
So we're just coming into Partick now, and that is the halfway point. No sign of a train on the other side though, so is Paul ahead or behind us?
This carriage down here seems to have emptied out.
Next stop, Agnes.
About 7 more stops. Seven more stops till I get to St Enoch. I do like the flashing lights. I have 3 more stops to go.
Next stop, St Enoch.
It actually caused some earth chunks.
Next stop, St Enoch, our final destination. Who will get there first?
I am getting off the next stop at St Enoch, and now let's see how long it has taken.
And we're here. And I'm hitting the stop button at 29 minutes 35 seconds. Right, hopefully Paul did the same thing when he got off the train, but he's going to be there first, I'd imagine anyway, because he left a minute earlier than me. Let's just watch the train leave.
I just saw Marcus get off the train. Hello?
I've got my ticket and it's let me out. Now, hopefully Paul will be waiting at the top of the escalator where we started the episode. If he's not there, then something's gone terribly wrong.
I don't even think he saw me.
Oh, I don't see him. Have I actually got here first? Well. Oh my goodness.
I saw you.
I don't believe it. I actually got here first.
I saw you. I saw you come out.
Did you stop the stopwatch as soon as you got off the train?
Yeah.
Good, so did I. We'll compare that in a moment, but first of all, I want to ask, did the train stop at Govan that you were on for like a couple of minutes, and did a driver walk through? Right, because that is where the trains met, because the driver walked through my train as well.
I think that it kind of stopped at some of those busy interchanges.
Yeah, it did seem to be delayed a little bit. It did pause
Yeah.
at a lot of stops. Right, okay. Let's compare the times now. I took, look at that, 2 minutes quicker going on the outer as compared to the inner.
Why is that?
Well, it could just be an anomaly. This is not a scientific experiment.
I saw you come off your train and go up. I wasn't sure whether we would be waiting downstairs or not.
Oh, well, I assumed that we would just meet up here. I guess we didn't really set the rules, but I just sort of assumed it. Anyway, it's not scientific, but surprisingly, I beat you by 2 minutes. I thought I was going to be the longer one, but no.
No, I definitely hit the 31 mark.
Well, I do hope that you enjoyed today's race around the Clockwork Orange.
Yes, so for those of you that have liked today's episode, give us a thumbs up. For those of you that have not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. And for those of you that want to leave a comment, please do so as well.
And if you'd like to buy us a coffee to help us along the way, there is a link in the description. And we'll see you next time. Bye.